Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike's ready. White 25. Even. 36. Hey, alert 3.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pardon, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Hey, the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let him go.
From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? Move in. Check, 59. You can't block me. You can't block. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
59. Mike, flip it. Check. Hey, switch. Come on. Run back. Easy. Check 13.
Back to the running game with Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Newton. Get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wild Bill. Hey, stop. We got double up. Out.
Now a give running right, Barber. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back 25 behind. Screen, triple C. I'm coming with it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Winston. This is caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Follow. Easy.
They'll run with Barber, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. And he's going to go down again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And the sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
One more time with Barber. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Great. 45.
Now Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
In your face.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wait. You ain't going nowhere. Easy. 54, right there. 54, Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jameis now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. I'm going to come back to you. Jam. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 30. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Breshad Perriman as the first half is winding down as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. to touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller,
taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Flip it.
Play action now, Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Breshad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there this time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
In your face. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Great.
On third down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
We want it. Come to my world. Get it.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Got a man. It's right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. Still, that race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'1". We got it. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got one. Check 59, Mike. Let's go. 59. Watch twist. Let's go now.
Winston. From right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Wait.
Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen.
Again, it's Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Panthers 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only. out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Keep playing hard.
And that'll set them back 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.